Yo, what is up everyone? Jay here, back in with another Fire Emblem Heroes reaction video to this year's Halloween banner. And, we totally did not know who the heck was going to be on this banner because it's not like it was leaked or anything. Yeah, so this year kind of has some familiar faces. First unit is male Robin. Last year we had female Robin as the Halloween unit. And of course, we're having the male counterpart. So this time he's a colorless armored dragon, which we don't have too many of those. And I like his art a lot, actually. And here's his kit. So it comes with Moonstrike Breath. So this is very reminiscent of female Robin's Breath last year, which had the healing. But this time it gives you more stats. So it gives you +6 attack, and then also inflicts -6 on the foe. And also gives the healing. Then has Noontime to make more use of the healing. Sturdy Stance 3, which is always good on any kind of armor unit. Slick Fighter 3, which is good because we don't have too many units with that skill, and then attack res near save. So we finally have the attack res variant of near save. Though attack defense near save will probably be more useful most of the time, because most of the time, they're going to be hitting you physically. But the res is good for adaptive damage or anyone that has adaptive damage weapons. So this is cool on an armor unit like him. So very straightforward kit. He doesn't really have anything crazy in terms of skills. We've all seen these skills pretty much, and yeah, I'm actually kind of a fan of the whole Greenville Halloween thing. It's kind of funny how they talk during this Halloween festival. So a lot of Robin fans are going to be definitely pulling for this Robin. He's going to be very min-max to hell, I'm sure, with like at least 40 defense in each stat, and also really high attack. But yeah, so that's male Robin. The next unit is Rhea, Witch Rhea, and I actually really like how she turned out. She looks amazing. I mean, it's Rhea, right? She is prime mommy material. But yeah, so this time she's a green infantry dragon, and her kit isn't as like stacked as I thought it'd be for a unit like her, character like her. They could have definitely given her C skill, but they just gave her A and B. So her breath here, Witch Breath, is pretty much the exact same thing as Ceros's Aurora Breath, giving you attack +3, and then giving you plus attack 6 when you attack, and then also getting the guaranteed follow-up, and then also stopping the foe's follow-up attack. So it's pretty much almost the exact same thing, because Ceros would give you defense and res, but debuffing attack is pretty much the same as getting defense and res. So yeah, pretty much the same here. And then Iceberg to make use of her high res, and then attack res unity, which is nice because the only other unit with attack res unity is Winter Altina, I believe. And then Dragon Wall, of course, to abuse her high resistance, because Dragon Wall is a great skill. So yeah, that is her kit. Very straightforward once again. I actually really like how they did her witch art, because they definitely could have made her more seductive, or like, they definitely could have went more lewd with her art, I think. But I like how they turned out with the witch art. So yeah, that is Rhea. So a lot of people are definitely going to be plus staying her because it's Rhea. And yeah, so that is her. There she is killing that other dragon. And the third unit is Kurthnaga. And Kurthnaga is a character that, I think a decent amount of people wanted. And, I've seen people want him. So I'm glad he's in the game. And he is a red infantry dragon. And if you guys don't know, he's also Soren's uncle. So yeah, it's cool that we're getting more Tellius dragons. And his kit, as you can see, he's definitely the 4-star focus unit, because he doesn't really have any super premium skills. He comes with a new breath, new inheritable breath, finally, first time in over a year. And this one's a really good one because it gives you the guard effect, and then it also gives you attack +5 if the foe initiates combat, or if they're above to equal 75, and then also debuffs them by -5 attack. So kind of similar to what we've been seeing with all these weapons, giving you more attack and then also debuffing attack of the foe. And giving the guard effect is really nice, because we haven't had a guard effect on any inheritable breath so far. So this is going to be a really good breath on any kind of dragon that has Dragon Wall, and a lot of dragons do run Dragon Wall, like, Fae and Adaltiki, and you can definitely even put this on, I guess you can even put this on Rhea if you wanted to. But yeah, so Lantern Breath is a very solid inheritable breath. This is definitely very good for all the dragon enthusiasts and everybody that has high resistance dragons. And Growing Lights, so that's an AoE special, which is kind of weird to have here, but you can definitely replace it with something else. Even Pulse Tie 3, now this is a very niche skill, but I feel like it's going to start seeing more use in Aether Raids now, especially that it's available on a 4-star unit. You definitely probably going to have to promote her to 5-star, not her, sorry, him to 5-star, because Dragon experience here is definitely going to be the 4-star skill, which is hilarious that we're getting Dragon experience. like 4 years into the game. But yeah, that is Kurthnaga's kit. So very straightforward. I like that breath a lot. You know, the other Terrible breaths are pretty solid, but this one's really good because it has guard. So, and also give you attack and a little more defense. So there's Kurthnaga. Now, sadly, he's a red dragon, just like Enna was last year, Halloween Enna. And stat-wise, they're very, very similar. I don't think Kurthnaga's that much better. Kurthnaga has more HP, a little more attack, a little more speed, but Enna has like slightly more defense, and also she gets more dragon flowers. So they're pretty much like the same unit, I'd say. So Enna fans, don't feel too bad if you invest into Enna, because Kurthnaga isn't that much better. But yeah, the last unit is Duo Sothis and Male Byleth. Pretty much what I expected, because who the heck else is going to pair with Sothis? I guess they could have went with Female Byleth, but Male Byleth makes a lot of sense. And this time, just like last year, the duo slash harmonized or paired unit is a blue flying dragon, just like Tiki and Ninian last year. So this here has a pretty stacked kit, as you'd expect from any kind of pairing unit, and this time coming with an Eerie Scripture Breath. So this one is a pretty cool weapon. So basically gives you -1 cooldown, which Sothis I don't think I ever had before any of her other versions. Did Snow's Grace have? I don't think Winter Sothis had it. I don't think so. But of course, every Sothis has a signature, you know, nullifying dragon effective bonuses, and then it also has the distant counter. And then if the foe initiates combat or is equal to 75% HP or greater than that, then gets +5 to everything, which is good because Mythic Sothis, that's one of her weaknesses, is she doesn't really get any stats in her weapon. She could definitely use it. So now this Sothis gets +5 to everything, like any kind of modern unit, and then of course the adaptive damage. So pretty solid weapon. Sirius, of course, her signature special, attack speed solo 4, which is great, and Dragon's Wrath. So this is a new skill, and this is a pretty interesting one. So we had Dragon's Ire before. We had Dragon's Ire last year, which is like stopping follow-up negation, and then also giving you the guaranteed follow-up. But this time, it's a little more interesting. So if the foe initiates combat, it reduces the damage from the foe's first attack by 20% during combat. So you get damage reduction on, you just get flat damage reduction on the first hit. And also, if your attack is greater than the foe's resistance, which is a very odd check, very, unique stat check, then the unit's first attack deals 20% of unit's attack minus the foe's res. So let's say, I don't know, I can't do the math in my head, but if your attack is 50 and their res is like 16, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. So yeah, because you're minusing your attack from the res, and then 20% of that would be pretty nice damage. So Dragon Wrath here I think is a pretty good skill. I'm not sure what the skill inheritance limitations are on this skill. We'll have to see. I assume it's probably, well, obviously it's allowed on flyers, but it's probably not going to be allowed on armors, because armors already get fighter skills and tons of those. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same restrictions as Dragon's Ire, infantry, and flyer, I believe. So that's my guess on Dragon's Wrath. So very interesting skill, very cool for the dragons, because obviously this is a dragon themed banner. And then attack speed Rhine. So this here definitely going to be premier whale bait, and she's going to be a really, really good unit for sure. And here she is, just tanking this Bullflyer and hitting him with the Sirius. I really like Male Byleth's art there too, because good for him, because female Byleth always is more popular than him. But dual skill here is giving no follow-up, which is really nice, very reminiscent of Legendary Byleth, just giving no follow-up. So it makes sense. The dual skill would be no follow-up as well. So this is pretty good. So whenever you can use this dual skill, this is going to be really good. And also there's another effect. If unit or any ally within 2 spaces have their special cooldown as maximum value. Okay, so it's no follow-up and times pulse. So that's really, really good. That's one of the better dual skills for sure. 2 top-tier skills basically in one. Is that right? Yeah, it's times pulse, yeah. So that's a really, really good dual skill. So yeah, that is all the units on the banner basically. This was leaked, so not too surprised. But even if it wasn't leaked, I definitely would have been surprised, because it is 3 houses, right? I would have been surprised for Kurthnaga though, but it doesn't make sense, with Anna last year and all the Tellius dragons. So, I do like this Halloween banner. I'm definitely not going to be summoning on it, but it's good for sure. And a lot of people are definitely going to pull for this because there's a lot of popular characters. Rhea looks really good. Kurthnaga does as well. Everybody looks good, in my opinion. And the Tempest Trial unit is probably the unit I might be the most excited for. Is actually Sophia. I believe that's Sophia. I'm pretty sure that's her. And I didn't really expect her to get it all. I was expecting Nasir or Rajian, or even Almeida. I don't even know if I'm saying their names right, but those characters from Tellius that have relations to those characters, and you know, I expected it to be one of them, but it ended up being, or even like Sedith or Flame or something, because we knew Rhea was going to be on it, so maybe it would be one of them, but it wasn't. And it's actually Sophia, so this is a huge stuff for Sophia fans. I'm a Sophia fan. I've always liked her in Binding Blade, even though she's a terrible unit and not that fun to use. But in Fae, she's fun to use. I do have a +10 version of her, and I like Sophia's, like I said. So I'm glad she's getting an alt, and she's a blue flyer, and this is pretty good because we do not have many blue. Well, we do have a good amount of free-to-play blue mages, but red mages are just so much more. There's like 14 of them, and there's only like 4 or 5 or 6 blue mages, so that will add to the pool. I do wish she was green though. Green, we only ever had 3 free-to-play green mages in the Grail pool, which is a damn crime. But at least she's not red, so we're not gonna get a raw rabbit tome again. So at least that's the thing. Hopefully we don't get a blue rabbit tome. But I don't think it is a rabbit tome because it's definitely a different weapon, as you can see on her sprite here. But yeah, that's Sophia. We're going to see. I'm recording this before we know what her weapons and skills are, but I hope they're good. I hope her weapon's at least decent. Hopefully it's not good enough to where I'll sack it off to Lind, because I don't want to kill Sophia. Sophia, I do like her. But yeah, so that's pretty much everyone on the banner and the free Sophia. So she's the Tempest Trial unit, so very unexpected, but it does make sense because she is a half dragon. So it does make sense for sure. And yeah, so that is pretty much the Halloween banner. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you're going to be summoning on this, because I'm definitely not going to be summoning on this. I'm going to continue saving. I'm glad I can skip. And I'm happy for the fans that wanted these characters, even though I think definitely they could have been more creative, especially with male Robin. Maybe give another character the spotlight, because it's basically the same. It's just Robin again, even though it's the male counterpart. But it also makes sense at the same time, you know. But I'm glad they're giving the male avatars love, because usually the female avatars always get more love, you know. So both male Robin and Violet getting some shine, even if Violet's just a sidekick. But yeah, so that's the banner, guys. Thank you guys for watching and listening to me ramble. Subscribe if you haven't for more Fae videos and Fae gameplay and Smash videos, and join my Discord if you want. Follow me on Twitter, and yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and happy Halloween. Peace.